Peace and light, that old guy Australia. Yeah, I'm back. I've only got a very short video to do, so I'm not going to go into any huge detail, okay? But I want to tell you something. I have been troubled by the seeming turnaround of Trump and RFK. And there's been a tremendous amount of information come out as to why that may have happened. If they're controlled or if they've been gotten to, or whether they're being blackmailed. Now we know that Donald Trump converted some time ago to Judaism. And in his speech the other day when he said that America needs to learn to love Israel, you know, I just knew he'd been gotten to. When they gave him the Medal of Jerusalem, the Jerusalem Medal, it became apparently clear that Trump had been gotten to by the Zionists. Now that left RFK. Now RFK rose to fame on the back of his anti-vax stance and his constant portrayal to the media that he was going to release information that would lead to the exposure of major vaccine manufacturing companies, because the information that he had clearly showed, he said, that not one single vaccine in the history of vaccines has ever gone to full clinical trials. Now, when the reporter harassed him about that, he said, look, not a problem. If Trump's elected and I get into cabinet with him, because he's already talked to me about it, then I'm happy to give you all that information. So you've got it. I'll give it to you and you've got it. And I will prove to you that not one single vaccine has ever gone to trial in the history of vaccines. And so suddenly he's up there pushing an RNA vaccine for measles, which was a measles outbreak that never occurred. If you know about what happened in Texas, then that's fine. But believe me, the whole thing was a false flag. So now it turns out that RFK has had some issues in the past. A heroin addiction when he was a young guy, sex addiction, and various things. Now, there's a lady come out, I'm not going to name her. She was part of his staffer group when he ran through his hat in the ring for the presidency last year. And the interesting part about it was she left his group, I guess. She said that there was issues and she'd had a bit of a... I can't remember exactly how she said it, but I know she left and there was some clouds, some dark moments around why she left and what it was all about. And people it got dismissed in a lot of ways. Now she's come out and this is so weird. There was a group who were after Candace Owens. One clean shot, that's what they wanted. They were after Candace Owens. They wanted to come across something that they could pin on her, and they went after her husband. And during the course of their investigation, trying to find this out, they stumbled across this lady who used to be with RFK's camp. And when they got talking to her and obviously made some interesting offers to her, they found out that she had... God, these people, I swear, don't ever tell me that being intelligent means that you're smart, because it's just not the case. So she had all these pictures and videos, allegedly, of being sent to her by RFK and swapped between the two of them. And of course it was highly, 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 highly sexual in nature. So this is now hitting the airwaves. And this is the blackmail that they've got over RFK. This is why he's changed his stance over the last, 6 months. But what's interesting now is the fallout from this. I don't know how he's going to hold this together or even hold office. It was the downfall of Bill Clinton, you remember, as president, when he was impeached. And I'm sure that if the Democrats get hold of this, they'll call for blood. And RFK, I can't see how he can survive this. I just can't. And but he's been gotten to, and now all that time I wondered what happened to him, why he went silent on it, why these papers were never released, why all this information never became public. Now I suddenly know. Now I know what happened. If you know about Epstein Island, you'll know that Jeffrey Epstein's father was a Mossad agent, and they gave him the money. They bought that island for him. They set it all up underneath. They created those rooms where they filmed all these horrendous situations with children and some of the world's most powerful people, and they used that to initiate the agendas that they wanted to within the world. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that shit's about to hit the fan with RFK. I'm not in on, what's really happening news-wise up here. We're too busy enjoying the beautiful Otways. Can you see it around me there? Have a look. I don't know what you can see, but we're on top of the mountain. And this morning, Joe and I went for a drive down to Apollo Bay. And we took the back road straight ahead down here, and it's a slow road, and it's only really a 1.5 lane, and there's constant warnings to be careful about logging trucks and vehicles coming the other way. And it's a pretty hairy drive, but it was stunning. Oh my God. Huge old growth trees. These things, the girth on these things, they're like a car. So we'll get some more footage for you and a few photos, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace and light, that old guy. Australia, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification button, and you'll know when I'm doing a video. See ya.